Here at Track and Field, Coach Niels Anderson and Junior Laura Schommer. Thanks for joining me today, the two of you. Coach, 3 weeks into the season in terms of competitions, and you guys just seem to be getting better and better each meet. Talk a little bit about last week up at UW Stout in the Warren Bolus Invitational.
Yeah, I mean, the competition level that we ran into last week was the highest of the season so far. So for sure, we needed to have a meet where we couldn't just be kind of in a particular part of our training phase. And so it was a meet that I thought we need to do well at. And, you know, we're going to talk to Laura here in a moment, and she had the highlight of the day for sure as far as the competition. We're going up against some of the best teams in the nation and some of the best sprinters. And so it was a great level of competition, and I thought we did exceedingly well in a lot of different areas.
And you mentioned, Laura, a great meet for you. You broke the school record in the 60 and then did very well in the 200 as well. Talk a little bit from an individual standpoint. I know it's still a team event, but talk a little bit about your performances on Saturday up at Stout.
I don't know. I guess it's just kind of, I just try to race. I don't like losing. So when I get people closer to me, and so the 60 was the closest, that final was the closest race I've had so far this year, and so I guess it pushed me to break that record, and so it's just kind of, I just got to push myself harder, and it's harder when you're essentially running on your own, or you're in lane 1 and there's people in lane 8, so you can't really see them as you're running. And so it's just kind of having people there, even if it's at practice, running against the guys, or off at the meets, trying to run against some of the best girls, just to push myself to do better and to win and get us points and stuff like that.
And let's talk, I hate to put Coach Anderson on the spot, but we're going to anyway. Yeah. Laura, talk a little bit about this year. It's Neil's first year as the head coach. Has there been a big adjustment from an athlete standpoint, coming from Coach McMahon to the way that Coach Anderson is running things?
I mean, there's a little bit. The type of practice, the atmosphere is still the same. It's still the goofy, hey, we're going to make a ton of jokes in between breaks, but, once we're running, we're going to run. It'll be difficult, that kind of thing. And so, some of the workouts are harder than what we had in the past. Not like they were bad, but there are ones that they're a little bit more difficult, but there still is, you still have your potential there, and you're still running to, I guess, achieve that potential and to push harder. And so it's still fun. I guess it's about the same as last year, so it's not too big of a horrible change or anything like that.
And Coach, talk a little bit, if you could, just in general, as you prepare now for Luther this weekend, people have their certain workouts they've got to do. Is this another meet that you're going to train through, or how are you going to approach this weekend?
Yeah, and you're starting to kind of catch the drift here that this is a smaller meet. This is a great opportunity for a lot of people to get some performances that we need. I think of our Phil Emmerich, who needs to get a high jump performance in. And a lot of the meets we go to, the starting height is so high for someone who doesn't specialize in that event. So they're going to be able to have the bar at a little bit lower spot. And there's a lot of instances exactly like that, where we're going to have some opportunities for some people to perform in an event that they would maybe not be in the top flight or top heat. So it's going to be a great opportunity for everybody to get involved in a multitude of events.
And of course, a great opportunity for you going back to your alma mater. Is that maybe a little bit of a driving force in terms of Saturday, what you want to see from your athletes going back there?
Actually, I talked to Laura about this just a little bit ago. It's going to be really fun. We were debating, she's just a little nicked, but not so much. And I'm like, selfishly, I really wanted her to compete because she's such a great competitor. And so we were having that debate, but she seems to be doing really well. She had a great workout yesterday. So, I do get to go down and bring the likes of Laura down there. And so it should be a lot of fun. It obviously brings back all these floods of memories. And I'm going to take them to Mabe's Pizza following the meet, just to kind of let them get a little flavor of what Decorah is all about. So, of course, I had a lot of great memories, but I'm hoping to really create that kind of atmosphere and recreate some of those great memories for these guys that they walk away with for the rest of their lives.
And Laura, not to look too far ahead, but obviously as you look at track and field, it's really the couple of days in March with the MIC Indoor Championships. Have you thought at all about what you want to accomplish at that meet? Because I don't know if we'll get you back on camera before then, but have you thought at all about what you want to accomplish in the championships?
I guess to just place higher than I did last year. Like last year, I went to conference, and I honestly don't remember how I did, but I went there, and so to get like a faster time, maybe get like a higher place than I did, or even get to finals if I didn't make it last year, would be kind of the things that I get. Like, I guess I don't think too far ahead. Like I have like the ultimate goal there, but like right now, it's just more of the trying to get each meet and to take off time or do whatever for each meet first to get to conference, to do well at conference and do whatever it is at that point that I figured out I want to do.
Coach, she seems to be taking this rather lightly. To me, to you probably, I would expect more than maybe just reaching the finals for Laura.
Absolutely, and she's having a phenomenal season so far. So my goals for her, I like the way she's approaching it, one meet at a time. That cliche is appropriate for us to say, let's worry about this weekend and the next weekend, and everything will start to unfold. But our long-term goals are definitely in getting her to finals, and I think she can, score some points for our team in a positive way.
And taking things one meet at a time, you've got Luther this weekend at the Luther Open in Decorah. Good luck.
Thank you.